started.
You're in the 3 games into the season. Just how would you evaluate the receivers and just what you guys have been able to do to this point in the year?
I'll say our receivers we're in a good place. We made some plays on the perimeter and helped our team when we needed plays. So I feel like we've came a long way and we still got ways to improve. So I'm looking forward to what's in the future and what's to come. So.
Yeah, Aaron, obviously a struggle-some performance last week in Kentucky. What would you guys have pointed to as like maybe the primary area of concern as a wide receivers group specifically?
Say it again.
What would you point to as an area of concern or something you guys were trying to address this last week after that Kentucky performance as a receiver?
I'd probably say blocking on the perimeter. That wasn't one of our best games blocking on the perimeter, and coach made a big emphasis like progressing towards the game. And we got in the game, they were just like hopping around blocks and things like that. So it's just trying to stay sane and move on to the next play and attack it like we would any other play.
We're trying to. Everybody's getting this question about facing Alabama. Is it strange to face them without Nick Saban on the other sideline?
I'll probably say no because they're just like any other team. They have obviously a new culture. I'm sure not a new culture, but a new head coach. So I'm sure he changed a few things, but it's still the same Alabama team we played in the past or any other team we played. So.
And I read a quote from their defensive coordinator saying in their last 2 games they've gone man like 100 and something times. Is that the matchup you kind of relish? Just like it's your guy versus me, man, and just better man wins?
I'll probably say yes. I love playing against man because it gives me opportunity to go against just one other person and it's who's going to come out on top. So are we better than them? That's a play. That's a coverage that we can show that. So I love the man coverage. So I'm looking forward to that.
Aaron, getting ready to play Alabama, do you go back and look at that game from December? I mean, is that a motivator? How do you kind of address that game in December, getting ready for this one?
Yeah, I go back and look at the score and just move on and look at their games they played this season. So, because that's the team we're going to play, not that team. So, of course, that game is still like makes me feel a certain way. So, I'm definitely looking forward to playing them. So, excited.
Yeah, I'm sure you match up against players all the time, but what has Traveris Robinson brought to this program?
I'd say he's brought a lot of wisdom. He's a good coach. He coached with Coach Muschamp at South Carolina, so obviously he knows what he's doing and what he's talking about. So can't really say because I'm on the opposite side of the ball, and he's a defensive coach. So I mean, I love Coach T. Rob. He talks to me every day, even though he doesn't coach me.
Arian, I think it was the third quarter last year. You caught a 51-yard pass just a little behind you. Does that play stick with you? It looked like that could have been 7. Is that something that for an explosive guy like you think about those big plays you made and reflect on them?
I'd probably say yes. I think about them, or I could have gotten more, but I'm grateful for catching the ball because it's not that easy getting to that point. So yeah, I look back on it, but I try to look in the future and get excited for the things that are to come. So I'm excited for this weekend and what I can do in that game.
Yeah, I was just follow up. I don't know what could you have done different. I mean, it looked like you were planted right under it.
I don't know what I could have done different. If you go back and look, I was falling. So if I could have stayed up, I definitely think I could have had a chance to score. So.
Yeah, Aaron, over here to your right. A lot of the analysis from us has been about deep shots. Got to get better at deep shots, be more consistent. I'm sure it's something you've heard inside, but how does one go about getting better at that area? How do you become more consistent in hitting those deep shots?
I'd probably say getting better at the run game because obviously you got to run the ball to throw the ball. So if I can get better at blocking and things like that, I'll be able to beat them on the man coverage. Me thinking of going up the blocker and not run past them. So I'll probably say just catching more deep balls, of course, but just doing the things you do day to day and get better at that, and everything will take care of itself. So.
Arian, right here. Just how much of a challenge is it to balance the, week to week, every game's this individual process the coach talked about, but knowing that Alabama's going to be on schedule before, just you guys are so laser focused, but I mean, is it ever we're thinking a little bit extra about what's to come, or extra sense of motivation with a game like that?
Yes, we definitely have a chip on our shoulder because we're obviously another good team just like they are. So people can say what they say about the game and predictions and So just trying to let that bother us and play the game like we do any other game. And coach tells us we don't got to do anything else different to win the game that we do at practice. So just take what I do at practice and take it to Saturday.
Aaron, you guys have had a couple of slow starts on offense this year. How much does that get talked about among you guys on offense?
It gets talked about every day. Every day we take the field, we make sure we're doing the details right and just making sure we're doing everything we can to put ourselves in the best position to win the game. Of course, we want to start fast every game, but every game doesn't go like that. So just try to move on from that and play the next play, and hopefully we can start fast on the next play.
Refresh my memory. Did you travel to Tuscaloosa in 2020, your freshman year?
No, I was hurt. I didn't get a chance to, but I definitely remember watching the game, and it was hard to watch. Wish I was there. And
I think the environment will be a...
oh yeah, it's a cool environment, man. It sucked not being there, be able to play in that stadium. So I'm looking forward to playing it my first time this upcoming weekend.
Any more questions for Arian? Got one more? What?
Curious how much you watch other wide receivers. If you've seen Ryan Williams and kind of as a younger guy, what you make of his?
I mean, I find that's crazy, man. I've never seen no kid like that. He's gonna be a good receiver in this league. So just seeing him do that at a young age just blows my mind, honestly. He's gonna be really good. So it'll be great playing against him. I hope our guys can go out there and do what they gotta do. So yeah.
Thank you, Arian.
Thanks,
Thank
Aaron.
you.